I've had this story for over a week from my daughter. She said, you have to see this because this is the level that we're at. And I've been trying off and on for that entire week to think of a coherent thing to say about it that isn't just me making a sound like someone has shoved an ice pick through my ear and up into my brain. Because apparently now we're going to hashtag end rape culture, y'all, by asking our babies if they would like to be picked up first before we touch them. Because, and I quote, we want him to know that his body is his and that others' bodies are theirs. And no one gets to make choices about someone else's body. Hashtag end rape culture. Because otherwise, I guess that kid is going to be a rapist. So every time any mothers have picked up their children, babies, this is babies we're talking about, don't know how to sit up by themselves, don't know their own name or what day it is or what their favorite color is because they don't even see all the colors yet. Babies, whether or not they would like to be picked up first, which is really one of the main things that babies need for development to not be totally screwed up. So if you pick up the baby and you don't ask first, baby could be a rapist. It's terrible. So all the times my mom picked me up without asking me, thanks a lot, Mom. So now I guess every time I picked up my kids and didn't ask them first, I wasn't respecting their bodies. What? Did you ever hug anybody without asking them first? You have now doomed them to be a rapist. You did not respect their body, and so therefore they're not going to respect anyone else's body. So that would mean that every time she dresses this baby, she better be asking him if he approves of the outfit she's putting on him. Let's get this straight. Since the moment he was born, she's always asked before she picks him up and then feels for his yes, but he can't speak and actually tell her yes, so therefore, isn't she actually like the rape culture she's trying to end by assuming that he said yes because she felt out the yes? There are guys like that. I went to high school with some of them. That is rape culture, right? Am I wrong about this? She's actually doing the very thing she's hashtag claiming to end by assuming the baby... Look, okay, I'm just trying to find some logic in this anywhere, and I obviously see that there really isn't any, but I'm just saying, a little hypocritical there, yeah? Also, she's teaching this kid that all questions are actually rhetorical. Great. Because once upon a time, I thought parenting was, you have a small, tiny, helpless human being that's relying upon you for nurturing and care and an education, so that someday that small, tiny, helpless human being can grow and become an independent, healthy, functioning adult. That's what I thought. But apparently now it's actually the parent will be asking the child permission for everything the parent does. I mean, based on that, I'm just trying to figure this out. Can you imagine what discipline is going to look like in that house? Would you like to be grounded? Well, no, I don't. Well, I have to respect that then. I don't want to turn you into a kidnapper. I mean, this logic doesn't even make sense here because there isn't any. This is not, it just doesn't make any sense. This is, I kind of want to stop the planet and get off. And then I'd be in space where supposedly there's no oxygen. However, if I stay here, the stupid is going to get so large, it's going to suck all the oxygen slowly out of the environment. And so I don't know which one is worse, just instantly imploding from lack of oxygen, like in that scene in Total Recall when he flies out of the mountain in the Mars, or if this is worse. I don't know. It's going to take me another few weeks to decide. I can't decide that right now. Seriously, watching everything collapse in slow motion under the weight of this idiocracy is just, it's like a train wreck and slow. No, it's like you have a train wreck and then you have like a dump truck wreck with the train wreck and then another train wreck. And so the dump truck wreck is in between the two train wrecks like a sandwich. See, it's like a train, like a wreck sandwich. I don't even know what I just said, but I bet you anything it makes more sense than what this lady is talking about here, where you have to ask your baby permission to pick him up first. I guess that's the implication here, is that you have to end the rape culture right away. This is how society's gonna end, seriously? I guess this is it. People keep running around, screaming, freaking out that it's going to be a nuclear war. They've only been lying to people that it's going to be a nuclear war for like, over 70 years or something, whatever, but not the point. All the people that are freaking out about that and they try to scare you. Look, no, what you're going to get is idiocracy, death by a million politically correct cuts, and it will just get so stupid that your brain will slowly rot inside your skull and die. At least that's the way it makes me feel when I read stuff like this. Where does it even go next? I guess that's the question. How much dumber can it get? Do you even know? Because my imagination, I thought I had a pretty healthy one for an adult, but it only stretches so far. I can't even begin to guess now what they're going to say next. If you look around in the wild at how animals naturally behave, and then you look at the completely unnatural, ridiculous, stupid that we're all doing in the modern, derisive air quotes, modern society we live in, it blows my mind. Because they've used all this technology and these hashtags and this politically correct jargon to completely separate us from who we really are and what's really going on. And we call this being enlightened. This now is enlightened.